Let's talk about answering exams or answering tests today. For a lot of our children, they will finish the worksheets at home, they will do it very well with you, but when it comes to performing in the class, it can be a big challenge. A few tips on how you can make this a little more easier. First and foremost, if you are aware of when the test is going to be, or if you have the exam timetable beforehand, mark it out on a calendar and keep pointing it out every day to the child. So that way they are more prepared, and as we all know, for our children, if they are prepared, they are more in control, then definitely they will be able to perform better. So that is the first step. Second, if you can enlist the help of the teacher, if the teacher could just talk to the child, say 1 week in advance, say next week on so and so day, I will give you a little bit of a worksheet and you have to do this. So that will again help the child in being prepared for what is to come. Next, another thing that you can do, if you have a very cooperative teacher, you can give the teacher a few worksheets and tell her, can you just give this to the child and ask them to do it. So that way they are at ease, they know what they have to do and they are prepared. It's not a new experience for them. Another point that you talk to the child about your experiences as a student. How is it that you prepared for the tests, the good points and the bad points. Tell them that you were anxious, or how some days you could not complete the paper but you would still make an attempt to try and do as much as you can. How this helps, because some of our kids, they do have a little bit of a low self-esteem, less confidence. So when you tell them, when you reassure them that it's okay, you can have positive and negative feelings, it goes a big way with our children. A few tips on how you can help them prepare. Use a lot of visuals, meaning pictures along with the text will help them recall better. You can try mind maps for them. Just search this concept on Google, they'll tell you how you can do mind maps to teach them. Similarly, if you've got lots of notes that the children have to remember by rote or whatever, see if you can color code them. Each section you write it out with a different colored pen. So when you do things that make the text or the study material a little more different visually, it will help the children recall better. Okay, and then next, another few things that you do. Teach your children breathing exercises much in advance. So on the day of the test, in case they are anxious, they can do that. Most importantly, be sure you are calm, because our children sense our stress and that can affect them on the day of the test. Ensure that they have had a good meal and a good sleep the previous night. And very, very important that you reassure your child that you want them to do well. You're okay if the marks are not all right, but you just want them to put in their best efforts. Just remember one point. Our children may be non-speaking, but they're definitely not non-thinking. So carefully choose your words and make this a very positive experience for them.